Dear student, language has two main aims. The aims of teaching can be divided into two parts. First, A. General aims. Second, B. Specific aims. A. General aims. These are long-term aims of teaching English. These aims are meant to be achieved during the schooling period of the pupils. The study of language has four aspects. First, the semantic aspect. It means the understanding of the meaning and its relationship as used in sentence. It deals with comprehension. Second, the phonetic aspect. It deals with the spelling and pronunciation of words. Third, phonetic cum graphic aspect. It deals with the reading aspects. There are four more aspects as described here under. The literary aspect. It deals it deals to the ornamentation of a language. B. The linguistics aspects. It deals with the working knowledge of language. B. Specific aims. Besides general aims, the teacher should have definite, clear-cut aims for each lesson. These are called as objectives of short-term aims. This objective should be precise, expressing and clear. The teacher may tell about him specific aims to the students. For example, A. If the teacher desires that his students should do written work, we should first give them oral drill about the written work they have to do subsequently. B. If the teacher wants to improve reading aloud by the students, we must perform a model reading himself. To conclude, we can say that it is not an automatic process. The child knows no language. The parents are conscious of this process and they help their child to imitate their spoken words. Every language has its own speech habit. Language is a skill that is learned by constant practice. Language can be learned not by knowing about it, but by using it, just as other skills like swimming, driving, singing, or dancing that are learned by practice. A language is also by constant or it is acquired first by imitation and this by practice. It is a means to communication one's thoughts, feeling and experience. Thank you.